Hey guys, TheLunabrick here. This time with another video review and kind of unboxing thing. So, I went to my vintage stock today and they're having a 4th of July sale. And they had a bunch of these old Star Wars figures on sale and, well, I found Bossk and I kind of screamed a little bit of excitement because I love Bossk so much and I don't have any figures of him. So this was really cool. I picked him up for about $7 and, so yeah, he's sealed, and we're going to open this baby up. But before we do that, I'm just going to show you the box real quick. There he is in his packaging. A really nice, reflective picture of him right there with his blaster rifle and pistol, not Raffer. Warning, Kenner, which I've been on a Kenner kick lately. I actually ordered some old Batman toys, which you'll be getting here in the mail. Power of the Force, all that. On the back, you have a checklist, which is a pretty old school toy kind of thing. Star Wars Fan Club. And on the top, these really cool cards they used to do on these figures where you could cut this out and you could have the card, which is pretty neat because once you take them out of the packaging, a lot of kids would just throw this away. But this just gives an incentive to, you know, keep something from the box. And as like a Star Wars fan, you could put this up behind your figure or something. And then we have all of the, not all of the other ones, but some of the other figures available, which I honestly don't really want any of these, but the Hammerhead dude, which I didn't see any of him, but he looks pretty cool. So to a lot of people that like stuff sealed, this next part is going to be a little cringe. I'm going to try not to damage the box as much as I can, because to be real honest, I want to keep the back of this. So I'm going to try and open him up. If I can get him open. Because I kind of like to keep the boxes to these figures, or at least most of my figures. Let's get him free. There we go. And boom, there he is. So here he is in all of his glory, and this guy looks so cool out of the packaging. He just looks really nice. I've always loved Bossk's design. He just looks so cool. So he comes with 2 accessories. He comes with this rifle and this pistol, which he can actually have both on, which is really neat. You can have him hold the gun over his shoulder. You can really have him hold it over either shoulder. I just prefer having it over the other one because it just makes more sense if you have him with both, you know, both weapons. I am going into this a little blind, so I'm not 100% sure if he can actually hold both weapons. We're about to find out. It'd be cool if he could. Let's see here. Well, that's kind of the best you're gonna get if you want him to actually hold the rifle he comes with. But I'm perfectly okay with having him, you know, hold him like that. That's a little disappointing though, to be totally honest, because they could have added a little peg somewhere for him to actually hold it if you want him to. But it is what it is. It's an older toy, so I'm not gonna beat it up too much, because if this was released now, he probably wouldn't even have this. But this one little accessory just adds a lot to him. It just looks like he's prepping to go out and, you know, shoot some bounties, get some people. One thing I find really funny, though, is just how his, like, hand looks, like, the one that holds stuff. It looks so dainty, like he's doing, like, this little motion with his hands to hold his gun. It's like he doesn't really want to hold his gun, he just has to, so he's, like, barely holding it. And he even has his pinky out. He's such a fancy dude. So yeah, the painting looks really nice. Like, I was actually surprised by this. From an older toy, let me look at the box. Yeah, from a 96 toy, the painting is just really impressive. It looks like something you could maybe get, like, today, actually. Well, actually, no, better than what you would get today, because a lot of toys have lacking paint jobs today. But he looks really nice. The yellow is in this dull tannish yellow, which just looks really cool. and on his sleeves you have some really nice printing, and you also have his scales, which are molded in, so he actually does have like a texture to him. He just looks really nice. The guns are a little boring looking, though, to be totally honest. I kind of wish they were in black. I feel like they would have looked better in black, but I mean, it is what it is. They get the job done. Now, as an older, Kenner-made toy from the 90s, don't expect a whole lot of posing. You can move his arms on a swivel, so both arms you can move 360. You can move his legs that far forward and not very far back. So you can have him sit down if you want him to, but in general, you're probably just going to have him standing in place. His head, you can rotate 360 degrees, and that's all there really is for posability. He does have peg holes on the bottom of his feet, so you can, peg him into a stand if you have one, or whatever. But yeah, as an older toy, I really am impressed. Like, I'm not saying older toys, didn't look good, but usually, like, they don't look this detailed, at least from, like, the super basic figure line, because he just looks really, really, really good. And let's get a close-up of that face right there. There we go. Look at that face. What a beautiful face right there. It looks so, so good. He's got his teeth even painted in. Up close on his jumper. Look at all these little details. He just looks so good. I'm not sure if this tube is supposed to be colored or not, to be totally honest. I think it's black or something. Maybe I'm wrong, but it does feel a little weird that that's not painted, unless that is accurate to the movie. But I feel like that should be painted something. But other than that, he just looks so good. Even he even has his fingernails are painted and his toenails. That's just pretty. That's just great. That is just so cool. Overall, I really do like this figure a lot. And considering how these Power of the Force figures, like, they go on sale or are, like, available for super cheap online. If you like Bossk, or you like bounty hunters, or you just like Star Wars figures, definitely get this guy. Because he's not too expensive on the resale market. He's like $7, $10, which is definitely worth it, because this is a really, really awesome figure, and he just looks so cool. I really have no actual complaints about him. I actually just really love this figure, and I'm really happy I have him. So yeah, what do you guys think about this figure? Leave like your opinions and such in the comments below. Subscribe if you like. That would help me a lot. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.